Now, the Queensland Premier, Stephen Giggles Miles, is conceding his party has a real risk of being trounced at the state election later this year if the results of this weekend's by-elections are any guide. The swings were big there, Nick. The Liberal Nationals have picked up a 17% swing in Ipswich West. They picked up that seat. They did hold on, Labor, to Anastasia Palaszczuk's old seat, but there was still a 20% swing there. This tells me that the Queenslanders are finally fed up with state Labor.
Yeah, the Labor brand is toxic, isn't it? You can see that too in the city council elections there in Brisbane, that Labor took a big hit there as well. But look, I'm not going to, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It was a by-election. There are often bigger swings in by-elections, and let's never forget the ability of the Liberal national parties on occasions to grab defeat from the jaws of victory. So I think they've got to fight very hard. I think every seat will be going one seat at a time. But what it does show, particularly that result in Ipswich, Rita, is that once you get out of the inner city bubble in Brisbane, away from that sort of green woke left bubble, people think about things very different, and they're feeling the effects of the Labor policies very differently.
Now, let's go to the US, Nick. More than 7.2 million illegal immigrants, some estimate it could actually be closer to 10 million illegal immigrants, have surged into the US since Joe Biden became president. And the New York Post has uncovered who some of these people are. They're coming from all sorts of places, not just Mexico or Central America. There are South Americans, Chinese, Middle East illegal immigrants, including a member of terror group Hezbollah, trained under them for 7 years in the art of jihad, and he was hoping to make a bomb and head to New York. Border agents have recorded 329 encounters with terror watch-listed individuals at the border since 2022. And Nick, these are just the ones they find. How many more have come into the US undetected?
Those numbers, Rita, you talk about 7, perhaps 10 million people. I mean, that's twice the population of Finland. It's just incredible. And what we're seeing, you're right, I'm sure this is just the tip of an iceberg, that what we're seeing, these people coming over from Palestine. But this is bound to happen, isn't it? We know here how organised the international people smuggler trade is. All they need is one little opening, one thing that they can go out and advertise to wherever their, captive market is, whether it's Palestine or whether it's Afghanistan or wherever, and they say, look, here's the way, boys, just pay us $5 million or whatever it'll take you to fly you to Mexico City and you can have a holiday and then across the border. That's bound to happen. And, what's happening in America is you've just got the government that is no longer, that has given up on defending its borders. It's given itself over to some woke cult that really thinks that borders are illegal and they shouldn't exist anywhere in the world. And we're seeing the result. America is going to feel the pain of this for many years, I think.
Now, I want your expert opinion here on this next story. Boxing great Mike Tyson is returning to the ring to fight YouTube personality Jake Paul, who's also a fighter. He's not just a YouTuber. Everyone initially expected Jake Paul to win. He's 27, he's fighting fit, but then 57-year-old Mike Tyson started releasing his training videos. Have a look.
Day 4, it was okay, but you don't know what you got in store, baby. You got to face the God of War.
Nick, this fight is reportedly going to earn Tyson at least $20 million. Judging by his form, the fight may not last long. How much would you need to be paid to get in the ring with 57-year-old Mike Tyson?
Well, I was interested to see that doctors are warning him at the age of, 58, that it's quite dangerous for him to be in the boxing ring, and it's a high likelihood that he could suffer, things happening in his brain and in his heart. Guess what? Boxing is dangerous, particularly against Mike Tyson. There's also the stories around, you've no doubt seen them, that those are actually faked, those videos. I can only think they can only fake them up to a point. You know, the way he pummels that other guy's, I know the other guy's just there to be punched. He's not there to fight back. But seriously, I mean, that's serious fitness, isn't it? So this is going to be quite some bout, I think. And look, taking on a YouTube personality sounds fairly easy, but as you say, I guess he's more than that. He must also be a boxer. Good luck to him.
Yes, good luck to him indeed. I'm not a religious person, but I might just say a little prayer for him because that footage of Tyson is scary. Nick Cater, thank you for your time this evening.